What's up? Welcome back. Here you are. My name is Sozo, and I have really exciting news. So, all meditations will now be on streaming services. So, it's me, the vocal artist, a singer, if you might call me, of words, a weaver of stories, a basket keeper of such. All of them will be on iTunes. This is just a true podcast space, true talking space. It's just like where we can like hang out and connect and all of that. I wanted to do it in a way that like made it more accessible to people, basically. So if I become an artist, then more people can see my content and meditations on streaming platforms, and I think I'm being divinely guided to do that. And it's scary because I'm in the season of unraveling everything I put together by my ego, kind of, so it's like very weird. And I feel like it's also whenever you like, I always think, oh, my eye is so itchy, oh my god. Okay, so like shifts happen suddenly, but then in the physical, they kind of like gradually, like they're micro shifts, like they're tiny little shifts that happen. And all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, my life is totally different, or I'm totally different. Well, girl, not really. You've been changing day by day, minute by minute. And so I'm at the point that I've done enough micro shifts, or like I've micro shifted enough to notice a substantial change. And so it's weird. It's interesting. It's like what it is. It's like what he eats. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, it's so weird. And I'm glad that I didn't jump the gun and run to New York already, because I'm not ready to go back right now. I'm liking where I am right now. And I'm supposed to be here right now because a lot is happening internally right now here in this environment and in this climate. Basically, there are like two different versions of you, right? There's a light version of you, which is like your light body. If you don't know what a light body is, it's like the part of you that is energetic, basically. It's what you might call your aura. No, Rita. It's what you might call your aura. It's what you might call your chakra system. It's what you might call your, and I'm going to link a very good explainer of the chakras by Avatar: The Last Airbender, because girl, that's the best explanation ever given on life in Earth anywhere. So it could be your energetic chakra system. It's just your light body, the spiritual part of you. And then you have your darker body, which is kind of like run by the mind, your emotions. I picture it as like two teddy bears. One is like completely made of light. The other is just like void. It's like darkness. And so, yeah, you have those two versions of you. So like at any given point, you can lean into or live from one or the other, or sometimes a mix of both, but that's usually what gets you like in a frazzled state, or like a, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing, whatever, is when you're trying to like go between them. You can only serve one master. You can only serve one. You can either serve your light body, which is like the highest expression of who you are, or you can serve the earthly version of who you are, which is the part of you that's like run by your mind, and the part of you that's like a slave to your emotions. And your emotions are meant to be validated, not like followed. Like, they're not a good guide for anything. Like, they're just emotions. They're signals to what you're feeling, so that you can like figure out other things, and it just all directs you back to your light body. But if you serve your light body, right, the difference is you ask yourself periodically throughout the day, like, what do I need right now? And you wait for the answer to come through from your light body. You might think that you need to like go to Trader Joe's, but what you need right now, like truly, is to sit down where you are, have a cup of coffee, and just like look at the wall across from you. Just for now, right? You might think you have to go to your friends. Okay, you kind of have to go to birthday dinners. I think that like people don't even talk about that enough. Like, girls and birthday dinners are so intense. Like you have to go to that birthday dinner, that trip, that whatever. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna fly. Are you really my friend? Like, I don't know. Or maybe it's just like a Capricorn thing. I don't know. I feel like I very much so like drawn lines in the sand on friendships and friendships because of behavior around birthday. If your darkness, not your darkness body, but just like the earthly, the mind part of you. And if you find that you've been feeling down lately, or like anytime you find that like you're feeling down or like stressed or like outside of yourself, you're probably operating from your darker body or the shadow body. And that's not where you have to be. That's just, it's the easiest one to default to. But if you start catching yourself and acting from your light body and just doing things from your light body, like that's the truth. That's the way to go. If you ever struggle to like see like where your light body is or like orient yourself around it, just close your eyes and imagine the best version of yourself, right? What is that person like? How is their skin glowing? Like try to go for qualities like they're kind, gracious, bright, friendly, curious about others, treats their body like a temple, all that stuff. And tune into that version and close your eyes. A really good book I read was, let me pull it up. Chakras, Food, and You. So basically everyone has like the same energy system, but like some people have like more dominant, like, how do I put it? Like they have more dominant parts of their energy system based on just who they are and their like life purpose. Like for me, my really active energy centers are like my third eye, my throat chakra. Like here I am, I'm literally talking to you. What's up? And then my crown, the area above my crown, those would be like my strongest. Actually, let me double check that. I didn't know this before. So my like top ones are, I didn't know this before I read the book, because in the book there's a quiz and you can find the book on anywhere books are sold, I guess. Me, the helpful. So basically, yeah, my third eye, the area like above my head a little, and then another energy part of me that's like below my feet. Those are like my big zones, and the like archetypes or like the characteristics are like third eye is the visualizer. Hello, that's what I do. Mystic is the one above, and then naturalist is the one below the feet. And basically, I found that like what works best with aligning with the highest frequency of myself is to visualize. And it's not what works for everyone. Like there's the manifester, there's the harmonizer, the creator, the spiritualist, the thinker, the communicator, the commander, the realist, you know? First things first, no Iggy. But like, you know what I mean? So like, I would take that quiz. The book is called Chakras, Food, and You. Take the nutrition advice with a grain of salt. I don't know if they're nutritionists. But yeah, take the quiz, see what's up. I think you'll like it if you're into like the personality type things. So yeah, I hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. Look out for my single because I'm an artist now. Art. And I'm excited for this chapter with you guys. If you are not a part of the group chat, what are you even doing? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm very confused. It's confusing for me and my homegirl. Like, what you doing? We just don't know. It's just not making sense. Also, another thing that I think is like really interesting is that like we're always trying to either be more of who we are, or we're not being who we are, or running down the path of not being who we are, or we're in the middle trying to figure it out, I guess, and like try to lean towards being who you are and using your gifts and using your talents, and don't try to be something you're not to win the approval of others, because you'll never get it. 1, and 2, they can't give it. Like you can't get approval from someone and it's cheap. You know what I mean? Like it'll feel good. That validation from outside of you will feel good. It's the same with dating. That validation outside of you will feel good, but you can't use it forever. Like it's not like sustainable. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not a sustainable way of getting validation, of getting approval. You have to give it to yourself. That reserve never dries out. Okay. Love you guys. Mwah. See you next week.